Sup my dudes, Valk here, and boy oh boy am I late to the party with Ichigo Blanco, but I do want to go ahead and talk about him because I do believe he changes the game in terms of damage grinding, and the fact that he is absolutely the best applicator of one of the most broken debuffs in the game, White. White is a very broken debuff, and it'll be taking more damage by times 1.5% and reduces 20% enemy walk speed. Basically, he is going to fully replace Kujaku Demon in your damage grind, which is really nice. You guys can see I am going to use him a ton. He leads Spirit Warrior category, attack plus 110%, cost minus 10%. That is an insane leader ability for a very strong category, which is what amps this category to 11. It's why I call this category probably the second best category in the game, because this category is already pretty stacked with Donkai Ichigo, you have Gilgamesh, you have Grimmy, you have Metallica now even. You have a ton of good units on Spirit War. You also have Shinji somewhere in here. I don't have him evoed, so I'd have to look for him right here. You have a ton of good units on Spirit Warrior. It just was missing a lead. And now it has a really good lead on a support type character, which having a good leader on a support type character makes the category instantly propel to the top. It's one of the reasons Gojo is such an effective leader, because he leads a very, very strong category in spiritual sensitivity, and he's a support, so he can actively benefit every single team he's put into. Ichigo Blanco is much more the exact same scenario, where he is going to be a massive benefit to any team he's going to be shoved into, because he's just good as a support straight up, not even counting his attack stat. I don't know what his attack looks like. I don't even know what his animations are, but he's a very, very, very powerful unit. Absolutely game changing in terms of like meta for damage grinding and stuff like that. He's on Spirit Warrior, Swift and Deadly, Devil Power, Sword Master, Awakened Power, Master Technique, Monster, and Villain. But realistically, you're going to be using him in every single team anytime you find damage, because he's so good at applying the White debuff. And the White debuff is a very, very good debuff for grinding damage. It just makes it so you can actually get more damage much easier, deal more damage. He's going to be meta on light leaderboards for God knows how long to come, because he's straight up a 50% damage boost on any target that's applied. You just have to like change his targeting, so some of them are targeting first, some of them are targeting last, some of them are targeting closest. So his placement and stuff I'll make it all make sense in a second, but we're going to go over that here. Now we're going to first look at his animations. I'm not really going to put it to high graphics. Normally I put it to high graphics, but I'm going to be a little bit lazy this time. I do want to see his animations, but we're going to look at it on low graphics. I should be able to run it on high graphics permanently soon whenever I get my PC next month, so you guys can look forward to that. Let's go ahead and let's watch the animations. I haven't seen them yet. So first animation, does he just throw the sword at him? Let me see this. He does. Okay, I see. He's holding the chain in his other hand, and he throws the sword. Okay, let me see this one more time. Maybe I do need to see it in high graphics. Maybe I need to amp this real quick. Let's watch this one more time. Yeah, he spins it, he throws the sword. That's pretty cool. That's actually kind of dope. Alright, let's look at the next one. Next one is Devil Combo. He teleports to them and just slashes them up. It's pretty cool. Devil Slash Line. I like the sound effect on that. That's actually really sick. Alright, and the last one, Spirit Sword Explode. Oh, okay, there we go. Did it summon something in? Did he drop like a block on him? He does, okay. Alright, that's cool. Alright, now let's go back down. I wasn't going to do it, but I had to confirm that he was throwing that sword. You can see, even without Uta buff, he's still on a 400k attack stat. That's pretty nice with just his own leader ability. That's pretty good. I think he's at a forward placement, right? I believe so. I believe he's at a forward placement. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. So we're going to max out all 4 of them. Then we're going to do this. And then we're going to give him the Flower Magician and the not Uta. Flower Magician and Idol buff. I keep getting mixed up because I've been using Uta a lot again lately. I forgot how good that unit is. It's just so good. It's just I've been experimenting with replacing Idol with Dennis and then bringing Uta over Idol. And seeing like is the money generation worth fully swapping and stuff like that. Just testing stuff, you know. But I digress. Let's go ahead and let's see how he handles. I don't know. What you guys feeling right away? Let's test with let's see how much attack he's at. 903k. So with the 50% buff, realistically, he's realistically at 1.4 mil on a slow. I think they can handle 50 mil pretty handily. 1.4 mil, 6-second SPA. Yeah, I think they handle 50 mil pretty handily. So let's see. Let's turn this off so we can look at the enemy. And see, you can see the white applied to them. White is so strong. I lied. They actually barely handled the 50 mil. That's kind of a shocker. I think 100 mil is going to sneak by them. But then again, they are mostly, in all fairness to them, they are mostly just support. But look at that range, dude. Oh, look at the size of the circle and the range. And this is what I meant by you're going to want to, let's say, for example, you have one up here. You're going to have this one over here targeting nearest, right? Targeting nearest, and then you're going to want to have another one in the back. Maybe this one targeting last, and then this one targeting nearest again. So if they're sneaking by, they can hit that, and then this one targeting first. So if the enemies are going by, you have one targeting here, or maybe even two targeting the spawn. One's going to be targeting one near them, and then another one's going to be targeting the one that goes by as they go by and make their way down the field. You can also like push them or like separate them apart, set them all the nearest, and put them on like different locations across the map to guarantee that they're constantly trying to apply white to the closest enemy. So you're able to apply white across the entire map, because as you get to see, they're not full AoE, they just have a really fat circle. So, all in all, this unit is absolutely, in my opinion, beats out Kujaku Demon for meta in terms of damage grinding because of the 1.5 times and the actual good circle size. Because Ichibe's circle size is like, see these two rings? See this little middle ring and then the one on the outside? That's the size of Ichibe's circle. It's not very reliable. It wasn't very good. I've always said that. I got Ichibe just to grind damage. But applying white wasn't ever really reliable because the circle wasn't as good. And this Ichigo is at a 4 placement, as well as having a massive circle, almost 4 times the size of Ichibe's, I'd say. It's a really, really big circle, so it's able to go ahead and apply white to lots of enemies, and that way you're able to do a ton of damage and you're able to rack up damage very quickly. So if you guys have not done this Abyss yet, I highly suggest doing it. If you guys are looking for a guide, don't use my guide. Don't use my experience of playing it. I was just having fun using fun teams, beating it with all sorts of random units. I think I used like every unit in the Spirit Warrior category in there, obviously except the Gilgamesh. So just look up somebody who ran it using Spiritual Sensitivity. Run that team in Abyss instead. That team solos basically everything in the game. That team is very broken. Go ahead and use that team. Don't use what I did. I don't recommend it, at least. But this unit is absolutely worth your grind. Absolutely worth getting. Very, very solid. Very meta. Anyways, thank you guys for watching as always. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Am I right? Am I wrong? I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.